नमस्कार दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका कहानियों के हमारे इस खास कार्यक्रम में। आज हम आपके लिए लेकर आए हैं संकेत नागेश मूर्ति की कहानी। आपको बता दें, इमोशनल पावर एंड हाई परफॉर्मेंस कोच संकेत पिछले कुछ सालों से नीदरलैंड में ही रह रहे हैं और लोगों को उनके जीवन से जुड़ी परेशानियों, भावनात्मक चिंताओं से निपटने में उनकी मदद कर रहे हैं। जी हाँ दोस्तों, आज ये अपने आप को इस काबिल बना चुके हैं कि हर कोई इन्हें अब इनके काम से, इनके नाम से पहचानता है। ये इमोशनल पावर एंड हाई परफॉर्मेंस कोच होने के साथ ही नीदरलैंड में एक आईटी इंडस्ट्री में कार्यरत है और प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर के पद पर रहते हुए वहाँ अपनी सेवाएं दे रहे हैं। जी हाँ, आपको बता दें दोस्तों, हर किसी के अंदर कुछ खामियां तो कुछ खूबियां होती है और हमें ज़रूरत होती है उन्हें पहचानने की और खामियों को दूर कर अपनी खूबियों को दुनिया के सामने लाने की। संकेत वो शख्स हैं जिनमें बचपन से ही लीडरशिप क्वालिटी थी। वहीं ये इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज बोलने में ज़रा हिचकिचाया करते थे और जब इन्हें अपनी इस खामी का पता लगा तो इन्होंने इसमें सुधार करने की ठानी। जी हाँ, इन्हें ऐसा करने में ज़रा समय ज़रूर लगा और थोड़ी मेहनत भी करनी पड़ी, क्योंकि दोस्तों ये तो हम सभी जानते हैं कि बिना मेहनत के सफल मुकाम पाना मुमकिन नहीं। और लगातार कड़ी मेहनत और सुधार करने के बाद आखिरकार इन्होंने अपनी उस खामी को अपनी खूबी बना लिया और आज ये ऐसी पोजीशन पर है जहां तक पहुंचना कई लोगों का सिर्फ सपना होता है। दोस्तों, वक्त हर काम में लगता है, लेकिन उस वक्त में आप कितना सीखते हैं और खुद में बदलाव लाते हैं, सुधार लाते हैं, ये मायने रखता है। संकेत नागेश मूर्ति ने समय रहते अपनी स्किल्स को इम्प्रूव कर उसे और ज़्यादा बेहतर बनाया और लोगों के बीच एक अच्छा एग्जाम्पल सेट किया। दोस्तों, मान लो तो हार है और ठान लो तो जीत। अब ये आप ही के ऊपर निर्भर करता है कि आप इसे किस तरह लेते हैं। आइए दोस्तों, अब मिलते हैं हमारे आज के खास मेहमान संकेत नागेश मूर्ति से और बेंगलोर से नीदरलैंड तक का ये सफ़र आखिर इन्होंने कैसे तय किया, इसके बारे में जानने के लिए सुनते हैं इनकी ये पूरी कहानी सिर्फ और सिर्फ इनकी अपनी जुबानी।
Hey, hello everyone. This is Sanketh, and I'm a high performance coach as well as emotional power coach. So I'm into this coaching business from past 1.5 years. So before that, and as well as now, I'm in IT as a project manager as well. So I'm parallelly doing both of the things. One side I'm a coach, and other side I'm a project manager in an IT industry. So right now I'm in Netherlands, but I'm from Bangalore, India, and I came back to Netherlands about 1.5 year ago. And when I came back here, I was purely off I just wanted to write some stories. I was into fictional story writing and those kind of things. I was never into personal development. I was never into coaching. But life takes you where you want to go sometimes. So things get connected, and you don't know what exactly the thing you want to do, but you will be put into a right path at a certain point of time. So things got connected, and I went into personal development. And from past 1.5 year, I am starting my own coaching business, and I have already coached more than set of people already, and people are coming in, people are experiencing my coaching and giving some good feedback as well. So and in the IT industry also, I am as a project manager. When I joined, number of people in our company was quite less. So after I joined, I motivated, I influenced people. So now our team strength is more than around 15, and we are also starting a unit in India. So there is a lot going on in my life, and I'm happy to tell you, you can do anything, and you just have to have the right mindset. So here we go, we're just starting now. Yeah, so guys, I just want to share something about my childhood as well. So we all have our beautiful memories in our childhood. So if I remember, every teacher used to notify me as, you are the class leader, so you are the class leader. So and every time I need to go to the board, whoever those people are talking, I was writing names, and I was managing my class. So basically I started as a leader. And as you see, even in the sports, sometimes I used to manage our football teams as a captain, but I was not a good football player, but managing things was some of my interest from the childhood, right? So and also when I switched the schools, there was no football practice in that schools, but I started the football practice, and I was being a football team leader when I was in 9th standard, though there were students in 10th standard, so I was leading 10th standard students basically. So it was all it started leading teams was my main focus, managing teams was my main focus, but at the same time, so I was always a small kid. So if you look at me, I still feel like a small kid. So I always want to be like a small kid who wants to keep learning, who wants to be curious about life, what is happening, and just connect with people more and more. Like you just connect with people with heart and discuss with things, whether it is normal things or whatever. And regarding my studies, it very started in very rural area, and then yeah, I just continued. And just to give some feedback, right? So there was a time in my life around second PUC or something. My brother wanted to speak with me in English, and I never was speaking in English, and I quarreled with him. No, I don't speak in English, and we didn't speak. I didn't speak with my brother for almost 3 months because I don't wanted to speak in English, right? And so that's the way life goes. I was never interested speaking in English or whatever the things, and I was being very local, like we all say, like in our rural towns and everything. So we have been very local everywhere. And I was been in normal engineering college in a rural town near Bangalore by name Chikbadapur, and our college is SJCIT. There I studied engineering, but slowly, like the path takes you up and up. And when you have the right skills, it's not only like education, it's like people whom you surround with and people whom you interact. It's not like you should always be with the people who are above you, so you should include everyone, so you can understand everyone around you. So that's the way you grow, right? So you can give your heart, you can show empathy towards the one who are on the lower side, one who are on the upper side. What is their lifestyle, and where can you contribute, where can you help, right? So that is where like life keeps taking you step by step ahead. And if I imagine like the where I started and where I am been now, so there is a lot of improvement and a lot of progress in my life. I have, as I said, like I never wanted to speak in English one time. So it's not only about speaking English. So now I am in a position where I can influence some companies, because when I am in my Dutch company right here, right? So we just started a unit in India. So that's the way like life has progressed. In just 7 years, I have been in IT career. But in the past 1.5 years, as I said, as soon as I started coaching business, it didn't kick off directly. For 6 months, nothing was happening. But now it is at a certain stage. So I would say like regardless of where you are coming, regardless of whatever your background, wherever you have raised or whatever you have language, whichever the town, whichever the village, whatever it might be, doesn't really matter. So just go for it and be like a child. So always enthusiastic. So guys, also I want to share like many people, whether it might be in IT industry or any industry, people think like, okay, so how I can go on site, how I can go out of country, how I can get an opportunity. So nothing starts. You don't have to go means you can go outside and do some learnings or get some degree, which is always there, which you have the right capacity to do so. I intend you to do so. But at any time, if you don't have the capacity or whatever the things, so it always starts with where you are currently, right? So whatever the place you are, whether you are in a village, whether you are working in a small company or wherever it is, right? So you just see like where you are right now, and then you see like how I can contribute to my current position as much as possible. So whether you are in Bangalore or whether you are in small town or which is small company or a small hospital or a small industry or a small like import export, whatever it might be, right? So whatever it might be, so just see like how I can contribute to the highest level so that I get notified, right? So you might be like 2 years experience, you might be like 3 years experience, and people might be above you who is of 10 years experience, 12 years experience. It doesn't matter. So you just need to focus on what is my expertise and what I can contribute to the highest level, so that people will reach out to me to get that expertise. So when people start reaching out to you, so you will get automatically notified. So that's the way it happened when I was working in my old company Wipro, right? So Wipro had this project with Philips, and so Philips is basically in Netherlands, and I had some specific expertise where like Philips people kept reaching out to me. And then, as I said, like when I am in a small town in rural village, I made good connections, whether it is a shopkeeper who gives me tea, right? So or whether it's a shopkeeper who gives that local foods like 1 rupee, 2 rupees. So we were talking how busy your day, whatever, those kind of things, general talk, right? General talk. And I followed the same general talk with the people who are in Netherlands. And I will tell you like people are waiting to talk. Okay, so don't sit there, don't be professional, don't be serious, don't be like always like this. Just be like this normal person. People need normal life, people need human life. So you might see like now the COVID is it means professionalism is required where it is required, but at the same time you just don't lose that human culture, right? So don't lose that humanity. So open your heart, connect with people, talk normal things. How was your day? How is your kids doing? How is your parents doing? Or how is your nephew doing? How is your cousin doing? So people will open up, people will talk with you, and that's the same way it happened. So even though I have expertise, at the same time I was connecting through the human nature. So people started looking at me like, oh, this guy is like close to us, right? So that is how you build the connection basically. So once you start building the connection, so you get better opportunities, and then you have the expertise. It's just not like, so people in several industries call he put bucket to his manager, he begged his manager to get something. So it's not like that, okay? So it's not like that. You just have your expertise, but at the same time you connect with people. There is no problem in connecting with people. So you connect with one of the like 1 year experienced person, sit with him, have a tea, but at the same time sit with whoever the senior most, whether it's a program manager or if you get a chance to sit with CEO, sit with him and have a tea, learn his experience, learn their experience, connect with them. And then there you see like opportunities open up and you start learning things. And that's the way I just got an opportunity to come to Netherlands couple of times, and guess what, I repeated the same, right? So it's the same pattern. Once you come here, so you start connecting more and more people here. And there was a Dutch company and who gave opportunity to me, and I came here. And after I coming here, so the main reason I came here to do something different. So I was always focused about writing fictional stories, those kind of things. Got connected with few people who are on personal development side, and then slowly I jumped onto the coaching. So now I'm doing both things in parallel. So that's the story. So guys, I just want to share you something regarding my struggles which I have faced in my life, right? And how I overcome those struggles. So there were a couple of moments where I can imagine like there are kind of tough blocks, and how did I break through, right? So when I say like I'm very like talkative kid who kept talking, but I was not so good in getting a job or clearing off an interview or those kind of things at the start, right? So I was saying when I was in final year of engineering, like people were getting placements and I was not getting placements. And at the same time, I'm like a kid who is like exam is like 1 week ahead, and I start reading three days before. So that was the way I grew up. From the school days, for example. And then when I was doing these placements, for example, so I thought, okay, so let the placements come and then I will prepare. So in the meantime, within like 1 month or so I got typhoid, right? So I got typhoid and I was bedridden completely. And that kind of took me off, and I kind of never tried for getting any job or any kind of thing for next 6 months or so. So I was out of my engineering college without a job, and then I roamed I roamed Bangalore. I still remember I roamed Bangalore like every street, trying to joining a course, picking those buses and walking in chappal everywhere. My chappal got like in Kannada we call like it got right. So I was roaming everywhere, and whichever the job it came, so I was like open, means whichever the job, don't look for like high paying job, don't look for specific company, don't look for whatever the things. The reason is life is short as well as life is long. Okay, so I would tell like, we don't know whether the life may end today or tomorrow, we don't know, but at the same time we may live for next 50-60 years. So sometimes life doesn't close just today, right? So whatever the job it comes to you, just take it, because you always have opportunity to change jobs, do whatever the thing. So I just started my job with a salary of around 6,800 in a specific startup company called S28, and there had been a great experience there. So it was like very much learning. So that was one part of breakthrough which I got, and from there I'm here, which is good. But at the same time, as I said, like I started my coaching journey after coming here, right? So when you start something related to business, for example, so you just need to have every kind of mindset. It might be entrepreneur mindset, it might be money mindset, it might be like right mindset to keep pushing no matter whatever it happens, right? Because when you are studying in any culture, you don't have that entrepreneur mindset straight away. It is like a muscle you start building day by day, like how is the sales, how is marketing, how I can put in front of people, what is this, what is that. So all those kind of things are very new. So it means it will take time to build those muscles in your brain so that you get used to it. But what happened with me, right? So when I came here, so I was pretty much attracted to all the lighty things, and I wanted to start my business so soon. I want to kick it off. I want to make it happen, everything. So I just invested in a couple of programs, which was like very high priced, around like one was like 10 lakh, one was like 12 lakh, 13 lakh, some kind of things. And I was not in a position, so I'm also from purely a middle class, so running on EMIs or all those kinds of things was there, right? So when I start invested in these programs, which are of like kind of very high priced, but I was not having so much expertise to follow with these programs, like how to make those marketing and how to get coaching clients and whatever those kind of things before, like I am talking about 1.5 years ago, right? So as soon as I was doing things, I could not get the results which I wanted. So it was like, definitely like I lost kind of like almost 20 lakhs, just like that, gone. 25 lakhs, almost just like that, it's gone. And I'm here, I'm in Netherlands, and I'm new to business, and I have to somehow keep following up. So that is where the things comes into picture. So when things are not going your way, so don't go for, I would say, like bad habits. So it might be like, oh, okay, I'm feeling depressed. Oh, okay, I'm feeling stressed. Let me get alcohol. So let me smoke a cigarette. Let me go for alcohol. And you go for alcohol on one day, you go for alcohol on second day, on third day, on fourth day, on fifth day, you don't go for alcohol, and alcohol goes for you, right? So don't get into those kind of things. Those are the moments where you should be conscious, like, okay, so this didn't work for me, which is fine, but what is the alternative way where I need to figure out what I can do next, right? So what is the alternative strategy which I need to follow? So if this strategy might be not a good strategy for me, but what can be the other things which I can try out? Just be conscious. And no one has come up with, like, when you are born, you didn't come up with 10 lakh or 1 crore or whatever the amount it is. So when we were born, we come up with nothing. So when you don't have nothing, so there is always an opportunity to start keeping growing step by step by step. So you just need to have that mindset, not to go into bad habits, and just keep pushing forward, one day, one step at a time. Don't go for a complete breakthrough. One day it should happen, everything like that. No, that's not the way. Just go one step at a time. So that was what I was kept following, like day by day, what I need to learn. Okay, so I need to learn more about sales. Okay, let's start learning. Okay, I need to learn more about marketing. Let's start learning. Okay, so I need to learn more about Facebook ads or YouTube ads or whatever it is. So let's start learning. So as I kept doing these things, so slowly I started getting breakthroughs. So people started booking some free coaching calls with me. So and initially I was doing many coaching for free. Till now, means first coaching session I always do for free. And some people, like, they started tending to ask me, is it for free? Should we pay you? So that's the right point of time, right? So they started experiencing the value out of your coaching, and they start asking you, okay, so should we pay for you? Okay, then yeah, let's start. So you need to be like at that position, like you need to slowly, like, not addicting to bad habits, but keep your focus on whatever you want to do. Breakthrough will come one or the other day. So that's what my suggestion. So once again, guys, I just want to share something about the role models which we follow, right? So from the childhood, we always have so many role models over through, right? So when I started my schools, so basically, like, I started, like, we are all fan of cricket, right? So in India, like, cricket is first thing, and then we have movie industry, cinema industry, and then politics. So three pillars of so which I can tell it as. But when I started, right, so in cricket, like, I was more attracted to Rahul Dravid, right? So he was like the cool person, the calm person who is always like, you call everyone, he's a wall. He's a wall, basically. So the wall in itself is a great enthusiasm. So no matter what, he just stands perfect, right? So stops the ball then and right there. He won't let no one to take his wicket, right? So I was so much attracted to Rahul Dravid. So I was so much connected with him, whether he stands in slip, whether he stands as a wicket keeper or whatever, whether he wears his glasses and all those workups where he has captain. So those things were where I role modeled, and I learned like lot of calmness and lot of like discipline from him, right? So it's the discipline. And the second role model, once again from the same cricket, is Dhoni, right? I was a fan of him when he had a long hair. I am a fan of him when he has a short hair, right? So the main why Dhoni is a role model, we all know, like these are all trend setters. These are all like people who sets the trend, who implement some change, who wants to see the change happening. So who takes those risks and do something new, no matter like they might get so much of opposition. So many people might tell them, no, you are doing wrong, you are doing wrong, but they will show them like, okay, so I have taken the risk, I have implemented, and things worked out. So MS Dhoni had been a real role model in my life. And also I want to tell you from the south in Kannada. So there is a movie star by name real star Upendra. So he was like when I was in 4th standard, he started making movies, right? So his movies was way too different. It was like purely full of like social, like, oh, corruption, oh, people are doing like that, people are doing like this. He was straightforwardly scolding people. You are not maintaining cleanliness, you are not doing work 9 to 6. If you are at work, you think about family. If you are in family, you think about work. So this is the way you are working. So it was like so straightforward. And he was also a trendsetter or a change person. So these were the role models in my early part of life. And now slowly, since I'm into coaching and all these kind of things, so it started with, I would say, like, it started with Sadhguru. For example, now we have Sadhguru in India, like who is transforming the world, right? So through his spirituality. So Sadhguru has been real role model. And I'm connecting both Eastern world as well as the Western world, because I'm from India and now I'm in Netherlands. So I'm seeing both parts of the world. So here I'm like, I'm really following and role modeling Tony Robbins, who is a personal development coach, as well as Brendan Bouchard, who is high performance coach. And that is where like lots of my knowledge also comes in terms of coaching perspective as well. So these are all the people like who has modeled my life. And knowingly or unknowingly, like I born and brought up as kind of like leading or trend setting and taking those football teams when I was in 8th standard. So that is where I have born and brought up. And I have my visions to build my coaching business a large, and a lot of people should get those knowledge. And I want to build those trend settings in this coaching business as well. So yeah, let's see. Life is always interesting. As I said, it's not short, it's not long. So we just keep moving. Yeah. So guys, we were talking a lot about our work, we are talking a lot about our business and a lot of those things. But what if you are free, right? So what if you are free? What you will do when you are free? So we always have a lot of things which we started doing from the start. So I would say, like, even in my home, I was born, I was born in a different place, but I was brought up in Dodbadapur in a Bangalore rural area. But whenever I have in my home, our home is covered with grill, right? So we have this floor path. Always I used to play like cricket, right? So whether it's a plastic ball or a smiley ball or a tennis ball, whatever the ball it might be. And if you don't have a bat, it might be coconut, this one, or whatever it might be, right? So that is one of my hobby. And till in Netherlands in my home, so I have this tennis ball, and I have this really I didn't took a bat, but something different to play with it. Sometimes I keep doing these things. And the second part is I always will to roam a lot, like roaming everywhere. It might be in nature, it might be in unknown places. For example, like I have beach very close to me, and I have some parks. So just look at the nature, experience the nature, whether it might be trees, whether it might be birds, or whether it might be the ocean waves, or whether it might be any sunrise or sunset or anything else, right? So those things, like, yeah, you are part of nature and you are nature. So sometimes you feel everything, the nature things. And also, like, I'm listen a lot of music as well whenever I'm free. So whichever the favorite, whether it might be Kannada, Tamil, Hindi, English, or whatever, right? So just listening to those music. And here and there, like when I have time, like I watch movies also, because I said, like, I'm very much oriented towards stories, but for recreation, because I see, like, it's not more, people won't watch movies only for entertainment, but people learn things from movies. So there are chances, if movie is good, like, people learn some things and they will adopt, right? So yeah, so doing all these things, playing cricket, and nature is my best part. Roaming, just roaming, visiting unknown places, walking in a different place where I don't know routes or anything, just to explore things. So that keeps me active. Yeah. I just want to share my success mantra, right? So we all have, means if you don't have, get one success mantra for yourself. If not now, like you will be getting, sure. I will tell you. So what is my success mantra? So my success mantra is feel better, live better, achieve better. So why I came into this success mantra? So as I said, like I was studying engineering in a rural college in Chikballapur, which is in HSCIT, but those are all the ages when you are in an age between 20 and 25, right? So you go through a lot of transformation which are new to you basically, right? So you might experience love failure, you might experience like friendship is not, people are not giving that friendship when you are giving everything from your heart, people are not giving it back. So one or the other way, like people tend to lose some kind of natural things at that certain point of time between 20 and 25, right? So similar things happened with me, like some quarrels with my friend, very close friends, and during that engineering, and I kind of shut down. So why I'm doing coaching, so that is where it starts, right? So I kind of shut down, like I was very open, I was very talkative and all those things. I slowly kind of shut down. I didn't know like what is the result of this shutdown. So I have been like not talking so much for 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, almost 6 months. And after 6 months, I kind of like lost those feelings. I kind of lost those emotions. So I was like mechanical guy. So, you know, like people will become mechanical after some love failure or some kind of friendship hurts or those kind of things. And also you can see like why I'm into coaching basically. So you see in a lot of high tech towns or cities, for example, in whichever the city it might be, Bangalore, for example, right? So whenever they are in good industry, in IT industry, like people don't have, sometimes they lack a bit of human touch, right? So they become so mechanical. Oh, okay. So mechanical it is. Life is so mechanical. Like what you are doing in 8 hours. So you are not sharing feelings. You are not having empathy. You don't have emotions, right? So you have been so much mechanical, and people tend to think like being mechanical, being professional is the only way to get money. No, it's not. So there is lot of other ways to build your career or build your whatever the business you want. So there is no necessity like being so mechanical. And I had been so mechanical, and I had been like I was not sharing any feelings. I was like things was never getting through my heart. Everything was from mind, right? Heart was not working, mind was working every time, right? So I have been so mechanical with people, and slowly it started getting so mechanical, like I didn't had feelings for my father or mother or my brother in my own home, right? So I was like, I'm missing something. I don't have this feeling somehow. What has happened to me, right? So at the same time, when these things start saying, you might not notice, like after 2-3 months it start reciprocating from the other sides. Like people behave mechanical with you, people won't give you feelings, people won't give you. So there has been some experience in the past which might have broken you or something, but that doesn't mean you should lost your feelings, and you should not treat all others in the world in the same fashion. So there are still a lot of good people in the world where they wait for your real heart and they can follow your feelings and everything. So when we shut down, so it is I later figured out like it is kind of like depersonalization kind of thing, where you don't have those emotions and feelings. I started figuring out like how I can get these emotions and feelings back. So I started writing my story, whatever the things. And when I reached climax, somehow something got into my mind, and I got like flood, like emotional flood, like I got those emotions and feelings, everything back, right? So that is where I thought, okay, so I just need to kind of write a story about it. But slowly I switched patterns. Like it's not story now into coaching. Like that is what I need to see. So I want to see all these businesses where people are being so much mechanical or so much professional. I don't tell like everyone is like that. But if they're all like that, then my heart goes for them. I would like to tell them like, yeah, there is a bigger world out there who is waiting for your heart, who is waiting for your care, who is waiting to see the real you who were like you were 10-20 years before. So show the real you, and you can always grow with your real heart. So that is where like I tell like feel better. The mantra feel better comes in. Feel better every day, every moment. Feel better, feel the nature. So feel your work, or feel your business or feel your struggle. So if you're feeling struggle, feel the struggle and see what to do, right? And live better. When you start feeling better, so you start living better. So don't complain like, okay, so this guy is like that, my neighbor is like that, that manager is like that, it will be always like that. So nothing will go away. You be the better person, you be the role model, right? So people should learn from you. So you be the role model, you start living better, so that you can there are kids who is growing up who are like 15 years, 10 years, so they should look at you and they should grow in a better way, right? So that is where the live better comes in. And the final thing is achieve better. So achieve better is not only for you, it's not like you are achieving something, so it is like you are serving people, right? So you serve. Serving is achieving basically. So you need to start serving, you need to start making a difference, so that one day when you live, like, yeah, you are like kind of fulfilled, right? So you are fulfilled. So I see something you have done. So I would say like feel better, live better, and achieve better is the mantra. And at the same time, I will tell like everyone has their unique speciality within you. So you are special also. You might be having something special in you, and there might be some people who are like 5 years before below your age, who are waiting for asking you like, how did you do this, how did you do that? So be that person who share your knowledge. Tell the youngsters, okay, so how they can grow further and make world a better place. Yeah. So guys, at the last, I would like to tell you like wherever you are currently, so you are in a right position. So whether you are in whether you are in low class, middle class, high class, upper middle class, nothing matters, right? So wherever you are, first thing is you just need to be conscious where I am right now, where I want to go, right? So this thing you need to have in your mind. So whether you are in small town, big town, or whether you are in different industries, right? So it does not matter. But what I would like to advise any youngsters who is watching over there, so means we also had role models by looking at things, but at the same time world is changing. So we would like to share our knowledge. We would like to if there is a 15-year-old looking at this video right now, so you should get an idea, okay, so uh, it is not my father's or mother's or parents or relatives or towns anyone's problem, like I am in this country, or I am in this town, I am in this whatever it is, like, yes, it is you, right? So you are at 15 years of age or whatever, right? So what you can do every day from right now, right? So what is your industry, what where you want to grow your expertise, right? So you just have something in your mind where you are right now and where I want to go. So and then you see like there is a gap, right? So we can start mapping like how to build that gap, so that you can start moving from one place to another. There will be a lot of struggles comes in your way. Just keep focusing, keep learning, keep doing. And my suggestion is always like have the humility to share and have the humility to learn and adopt things, right? So if you know something which is good, tell your friend, let him also learn. So it's not like you should only get distinction and you should go for passing marks, or you should only grow your business and he should not grow his business. You should only grow your Facebook following and he should not grow Facebook following. So world has 7 billion people, my friend. So there are a lot of people in this world, right? So who are waiting to hear from you. So it might be people want to see you grow. So though people might feel envy upon you or ego upon you, so when you start growing, it is my real experience, people tell like, hey, this is my friend, right? So this is my friend. So whatever you have, share with others. Let see everyone growing. At the same time, keep your ears and eyes open. So if anyone tells, so tomorrow like some 10-year kid can come in and he can tell me, oh, have you seen this, have you seen it? Oh, he might be telling something new which I don't know. I should have humility to learn from him, and I should see like whether it is useful for me, so that I can adopt things. So have the humility to share and have the humility to learn and adopt. And I would say like I would say a lot of thanks for this opportunity to share these things with you, and thanks for watching my video on WorkMob, and keep in touch my friends, and go for it. Thank you.
दोस्तों, आप सुन रहे थे संकेत नागेश मूर्ति की कहानी इनकी अपनी जुबानी। ऐसे ही प्रेरक कहानियाँ रोजाना सुनने के लिए आप हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन ज़रूर दबाएं। और दोस्तों, अगर आज की इस कहानी से मिली है आपको एक नई सीख, और अगर पसंद आई है ये कहानी, तो इसे लाइक, कमेंट और शेयर करना ना भूलें। मौका है आपके पास भी अपनी कहानी हर शख्स तक पहुंचाने का, तो आइए और जुड़िए आप भी इस मुहिम में हमारे साथ और सुनाइए अपनी कहानी देशवासियों को। आपकी कहानी ले आएगी लोगों के जीवन में आशा की एक नई किरण। तो आइए और दीजिए इस मुहिम में हमारा साथ। लेट्स इंस्पायर टुगेदर, इफ वी कैन, इंडिया कैन। दोस्तों, आपकी कहानी देगी सभी को एक नई प्रेरणा, तो आप भी शेयर कीजिए अपनी लाइफ की स्टोरी हमारे साथ। फिलहाल वक्त हो चला है आप सभी से इजाज़त लेने का, लेकिन बहुत जल्द फिर होगी आपसे मुलाकात एक नई कहानी के साथ। तब तक के लिए आप बने रहिए हमारे साथ, देखते रहिए कहानियों का हमारा एक खास कार्यक्रम और लीजिए हर नई कहानी से हर दिन एक नई और सच्ची प्रेरणा। नमस्कार।